I'll be showing you how to start a successful settlement. The first thing you need to know is how a workshop works. If you hit R, you will open its inventory and you will see all of the junk or crafting resources you have and anything else you put in there. This is your workshop's inventory. There is also different stations, a weapons workbench, a power armor station, armor workbench, and many more. These are all used for crafting. I will go over that some other time, but for now, I'm going to show you how to build.
Okay, Rachel, you just sent me the Discord.
Now, once you've got that all figured out, the first thing you're going to want to do is start scrapping everything. If you go up to the workshop and hit E, or hold V if you're in the perimeter of your workshop, which will be in a green outline, you can now scrap. If you walk up to something and hit R, if it's highlighted, and hit E, you can scrap it. Now, I would scrap all of the junk, mailbox, bushes, piles of leaves, cars, ruins, house, trees, tires, everything you can find. I have a mod that allows me to scrap everything, and I have accidentally scrapped some things, so that is why some things may be floating or out of shape. Just try to ignore that. Now, once you've scrapped what you want and gotten the resources you want, you are ready to begin building. Now, the next part is you want to start growing some food to have a successful settlement. If you go to resources by hitting the left and right arrow keys, I'll then hit the up arrow key to open up resources. You will see food and water. This rest you will unlock later. You can ignore that for now. Now, if you go to food and go up again, you will see all the types of food you can make. I will be starting with making melon. You can see what it costs up near top right. Now, if it's red, you cannot place it. If it is blue, it is placeable. Or for you, it'll be green. Now, if you hold the left mouse button or the right mouse button, it will turn. You can turn it however you want. You can only place crops on dirt. It will not place on the road, but it will place on any kind of dirt or leaves. So, to start, I'll be placing some melons. Your settlers need 1 food per person. A melon produces 0.5 food and requires a settler to work it. Let's start by placing 8, so that we have enough food for all of our settlers.
Oh, man.
Having trouble finding a spot. I'll place it over here. You can do it a lot neater if you want, but this is just for the tutorial. Now, once you've placed food, you'll need a settler to work it. So, if you hit tab, or hit the down arrow key, you'll go out of that, and now you can assign a settler. If you walk up to a settler and hit enter, you can now go assign it to the melon. Now, hit E again, and he'll be assigned, or enter again, and he will be assigned to the melon. A settler can work 6 food. That does not mean that he can work 6 melons. He can actually work 12 melons, because a melon only produces 0.5 food. He can only work 6 mud fruit, because a mud fruit produces 1 food. You will see, if the melon has been assigned, if the little symbol of a person right under the word requires is blue, or, for your case, green. If it's red, it means it has not been assigned. Now, quick tip, anything that takes or needs you to hit enter, you can also hit E. Example, if I want to, let's see, move this weapons workbench. By the way, to move something, you click enter to select it and then slide around. I can just hit E, and now I can move it. Pretty simple. Now, once you've assigned your settlers to food, you now need water. Go back to resources, to water, and you'll want to start out by making a water pump. Water pumps also have to be placed in dirt. Now, find somewhere to place your water pumps, and place as much water as you need for your settlers. One settler takes 1 water. So I'll be placing 2, so I have enough for both settlers. And now, as you can see, our water is now blue or green for you, which means you have enough. This will now automatically provide water for your settlement. If you exit the inventory by clicking escape, you can also pump water to restore your health, or in survival mode, restore or clear away your thirst. Pity again, you'll stop pumping. Now we have food and water. The next most important thing you'll want is defense. Otherwise you can be attacked. If you see all of the different options, go into defense. There's a few different options: traps, turrets, and guard posts. I will start out by placing guard posts. You will only be able to place these 2 guard posts until completing other quests. So, I would start by placing a guard post somewhere, wherever you like, or a guard tower, which can go higher. 1 guard post requires a person and produces 2 defense. You need 1 defense per person, but I recommend 1 defense for each food and water unit you have. So for me, I would need 14 defense because I have a total of 14 food and water. So I need to place a lot of guard towers. But for now, I'm just going to place 2. Just like food, a settler can be assigned to 6 defense, or 3 guard towers. I will just be placing 2 guard towers, and the rest I will place turrets. You will start out needing machine gun turrets. If you do not want to place turrets and just guard towers, you can skip this step. If you would like to use turrets too, or instead of guard towers, then continue watching. You can see what a turret takes. It is not too expensive, but in the beginning, these may be hard to find. Same thing, turn it how you want, hit E or enter to place. It will produce 5 defense, and it will automatically shoot. We now have 15 defense, which is enough for our settlement. Next, we'll want beds for our settlers to sleep. If we go to furniture, we go to beds. There's many different types of beds. They all do the same. They just look different. In survival mode, if you place dirty mattresses or a sleeping bag, you will not be able to sleep for more than 5 hours. Once you place, you'll need 1 bed per settler. Same thing to place beds. Now, once you have your beds placed, your settlers will automatically go there at night and sleep. And that will produce happiness for your settlement. And if you sleep at beds, in survival mode, it will save, and you can fast forward time, essentially. And you will get a 10% XP boost each time you sleep. Now, once you have your defense, your food, your water, and your beds, your settlement happiness will start going up. 100 is the max and 0 is the minimum. If you have 0 happiness, there's a chance you will lose control of your settlement. So make sure you have all the basic needs. You can start decorating your settlement, going to structures, placing there's wood, metal, tons of different buildings and structures. But what I just showed you is the basic needs. Having shelter for your settlers and for the beds will also increase happiness. The more happiness you have, the faster your settlers work, and the less chance of them abandoning the settlement. If you want to craft or place anything that takes power, you're going to want power. To do that, head down to the power section, then head to generators. There's a small generator, a medium, a large, windmill, which you may not have, and a fusion generator, which you also may not have. I would recommend placing a medium generator or 2 in the beginning. The most cost-efficient / size-efficient generator is the small one, but it doesn't look very nice when you have 50 small generators all in one big building. So I normally use medium, or I use windmill, because you can place stuff underneath the windmill. Let's start by placing 2 medium generators. Your generators will all automatically start producing power. Power is not needed for a successful settlement, but anything that requires power will be needed. Now, once you have your generators, let's say you wanted generators to power an elevator. Let's go to structures, and let's go to elevators. There's many things that take power, but I will start by showing you an elevator. It says it requires 5 power. Uh-oh, as you saw that, the people of Abernathy Farm were unhappy. I might lose control of the settlement. But I never build there, so that won't matter. Now, if you walk up to a generator, and you press space on it, as you will see, a wire will come. If you bring the wire too far, it will turn red, and you won't be able to place it anymore. And if it touches something, or like that, you see that? Can't place it. I have a mod that allows it to go really far, but normally it can't go that far. If you want to hook something up, you'll see it be white. You just move your mouse over to it, and you'll kind of see it automatically snap. Press space, and it will be hooked up. Now it is powered. You can hook generators up with each other to create a grid. And now, you can hook this to anything, and you will have 10 power, because both of these are connected. And now my elevator is functional. It can now go up and down. Now, this is all today for settlement building. I will do a more intermediate or advanced tutorial for settlement building. Bye! See you guys in the next video.